Hello, this is Andrew with Riggs Equipment, and today I wanted to go over the cold weather starting procedure for your YNMAR 10 series or 20 series tractors and how it works and how to troubleshoot if you're having any issues with your tractor starting in the cooler weather. Any tractor ending in 20 is a 20 series tractor. If it ends in a 10, it would be a 10 series tractor. This is a 4220D YNMAR. And these tractors do not have glow plugs like you would think a normal or typical diesel would have. They have a intake heater, an air intake heater, somewhat similar to a modern Cummins diesel engine would have, with a few changes. So during cold weather, when you want to start your tractor, you should see on your label the TS. That is for thermo start. And when you hold your key backward, it will heat up this element that's inside your air intake manifold. It has a small reservoir of diesel. This particular tractor, you have to keep it topped off as you use it. You just put a little bit more off-road or on-road diesel into it. And what it does is it filters down this tube to the heating element. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like inside there. Inside there is something exactly like this. And what happens is diesel comes into here, hits this heating element, and it creates a bunch of smoke in here. Superheated, hot smoke, believe it or not. And then when you turn the tractor over, it sucks that into the engine. And instead of sucking in cold ambient air, it sucks in the hot heated smoke and helps the motor to start. Okay, so how do you troubleshoot it if you think it might not be working? With the key held backward, you should have 12 volts to this wire. If you don't, try to find out why. Check your fuses, see if something's disconnected. You should have 12 volts here. If you have 12 volts here and you hold the key back for 30 seconds straight to a minute, this should be hot. And if you don't want to test it with your finger, I don't blame you. We use a digital tester where we can put the beam on there. You see the little laser beam, and it will show us if it's hot or heating up. I'm not holding the key back, so the temperature's not climbing, but there's more than one way you can test that. I test them all the time with my finger. I just hold my finger on it right here and then hold the key backward, and you'll feel it start to warm up. That's all you need to know. If it's warming up at all to the touch, then it's working. Most people will not hold the key back long enough. They'll hold it backward for 5 seconds or 10 seconds. That's not enough time for the fuel to come down in there and smolder, basically, is what it does, and create enough heat and enough smoke in this intake manifold. Count down 30 full seconds minimum to a minute. That will create enough hot smoke in there so that it sucks it in the air intake and helps the motor start. Now, all these tractors, in our experience, are fairly cold-blooded machines. They like to be warm. And so right here is a plug where an actual 110 volt block heater can be installed. This is the water jacket of the engine. There's coolant in there, antifreeze in there, and that can be taken out, and a 400 watt 110 volt block heater installed, and you plug that in ahead of time and it will preheat the engine so that it'll fire right up in cold weather. And that is the best thing that you could do for using your tractor in cold weather. It will prolong the life of the engine. It will prevent unnecessary wear on the engine and on its components. And so that's what we always recommend. If your tractor does not have a plug in it for installing a heater, you know, fairly easily, the heaters we sell here at JJ Rigs are threaded, they just pop right in there, then one can be installed right here in your lower radiator hose. You install it in your lower radiator hose, it preheats that water. You have to plug it in several hours ahead of time depending on how cold it is. And then lastly would be to knock out a freeze plug and install a heater and a freeze plug. These are a 30 millimeter, so all your 10 series and 20 series tractors will take a 30 millimeter soft plug heater is what it's called. You have to drain your coolant, get all your coolant out ahead of time, capture it because you can most likely reuse it. Knock this frost plug out, install your soft plug heater. It takes some special sealant around there, and then there's a compression fitting that as you tighten it, it expands with a gasket around there. And so no matter what model tractor you have or how it's set up, because like I said, not all of them have the threads. That's the easiest, is the threaded one right here, but not all of them have that. You can do that. You can do the lower radiator hose, or if you had to, you can do a soft plug. All right, that's how to check out and troubleshoot your engine thermo start on your YNMAR 10 series and 20 series tractors. If it's not working at all, these parts, you can give us a call. We can get one for you, or you can get them online. Thermo start heater. Let us know if we can help. 509-738-2985. JJRigsEquipment.com. Thanks for watching.